here don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's official Jack Nyaga, and welcome to the 13th episode of Chef Jack's Delicacies Food Journey. So guys, this is a journey that instills you with food production knowledge and enables you to have a passion to try out various recipes. So guys, before I commence on this video, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and tap on the notification bell so that you can always get notified every time I upload a new video. So guys, on this 13th episode of Chef Jack's Delicacies Food Journey, I'm going to be showing you how to make tortilla chicken. So basically, tortilla chicken happens to be an Indian dish. So basically, I'm going to be like producing, it's like two meals. So you have the tortilla, wraps, and then I'm going to be making the tortilla chicken. So what happens in the tortilla chicken is actually I'm going to be making some chicken stir fry, then I'm going to be wrapping it with tortilla wraps. Now the tortilla wraps happens to be, it's like an Indian bread, but it's not like bread, but it's I will not say it's like chapati. It's not chapati, but it's a chapati, but it's produced in an Indian way. So basically, without much further ado, let's get to identify what we require to produce or to make my tortilla chicken. So basically, let's get to identify the ingredients. So I want us to identify what we require to make tortilla chicken right there. So right here, this is chicken breast, or another name that you can call chicken breast. This is boneless chicken. So what you do, I've sourced my boneless chicken, then I've actually cut it into strips. Right here on my vegetable section, I have this is shredded cabbage. Onto these other vegetables, I have carrots, I have capsicum or green bell peppers, then I have some courgette. What I've done with my vegetables, you actually cut them into strips. Right here in my bowl, I have all-purpose flour, salt, I have some salt, I have some margarine, and I'm actually I'm using some Prestige margarine that is vanilla flavored. Right here in my liter, I have some lukewarm water that I'm going to be using to knead my tortilla wraps. Guys, I have a rolling pin. I have a wooden cooking spoon. Now, I have some natural yogurt, and for my natural yogurt, I'm using Delight natural yogurt from KCC. It's actually processed and packed by New Kenya Cooperative Creameries Limited. So basically, this is Delight yogurt. This is Delight natural yogurt from KCC. Right here in my tin, I have some yeast. This is yeast. This is dry instant yeast. I have my cooking oil, the all-purpose flour, just in case I might require more. Onto the spices that I'm going to be using to prepare my tortilla chicken. I have ginger powder. I have some paprika powder. I have coriander powder. Coriander, another name for coriander, this is dhania. So this is actually dried dhania or dried coriander that are actually been ground into a fine powder. So this is coriander powder. I have some garlic powder. I have some garam masala. Then I'm going to be using some oyster sauce. This is oyster sauce. This is actually it's actually manufactured in China, but yes. So this is oyster sauce. And finally and not least, I have some this is dark soy sauce from Zesta. So let's get started. So basically what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to start with my tortilla chicken. Then after preparing my tortilla chicken, I'm going to be needing let me first start with, let me first of all fry my tortilla chicken. As my tortilla chicken is cooking, I'm going to be back. Then I'm going to knead my tortilla dough. Yes, so let's get started with frying my tortilla chicken. So let's move to the cooking area right there. Let's move to the cooking area right here. So I have my saucepan over here. Hope you guys can clearly see what I'm going to be preparing right there. So let me get a tablespoon. So I'm going to be using to measure my spices. Just get a tablespoon. So first things first, I'm going to be lighting my cooker. Then I'm going to add a bit of my cooking oil. So we add some cooking oil. So I'm going to start off with my chicken, then I add my spices. Then now when you're adding your vegetables, you add your vegetables from the vegetables that take time to cook, and then you finish off with the vegetables that that take a shorter time to prepare. I'm just getting my spices close. So the first step, I'm going to be adding my boneless chicken strips. I'm going to add my boneless chicken strips. I'm just going to be frying this, and maybe get kitchen towel. I'm going to be frying my chicken. So one thing I love about when preparing chicken, I like adding my spices as the chicken is cooking. I'm going to add a bit of this is garam masala. This is I've actually added half a teaspoon of garam masala. Let me reduce the heat a bit. Add garam masala. Added garam masala. Then I'm going to be adding half a teaspoon of paprika. Let me measure this thing. Half a teaspoon of paprika. Then I'm going to be adding this is garlic powder. Have a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I'm going in with half a teaspoon of ginger powder. This is ginger powder. So I'm going to be adding half a teaspoon of that. That is half a teaspoon of ginger powder. Then I'll go in with this is coriander powder. So I'm going to be just sprinkling a bit of coriander powder. That is coriander powder. So as you add your spices, make sure you're stirring your chicken. Look at how colorful it looks. So I'm going to be adding that. And I'm going in with a bit of this is dark soy sauce from Zesta. So I'm just going to be adding a bit of dark soy sauce. My chicken is cooking. Now this is the time I need to go in with my vegetables. And now when I start adding my vegetables, I'm going to start with the carrots. So I'm going in with my carrots. Carrots tend to take a bit more time to cook compared to vegetables such as courgette or capsicum. And I don't want to cook my vegetables until they are mushy, so you just cook them just a bit. Ensure they are half cooked, not mushy, but make sure that your vegetables are cooked. So I'm going in with my carrots. I'm going to give it a nice stir. Go in with my carrots. Then I'm going in with my capsicum. Right here you can add a bit of water or stock. If you see that your chicken is kind of sticky, just a bit of, you can add a bit of lukewarm water just to ensure that your meal doesn't stick. Then I'm going to go in with my courgettes and cabbage. I'm going to go in with my courgette and the shredded cabbage at the same time. That is shredded cabbage. So give it a stir. The reason I've added my shredded cabbage and my and my courgette together is because they don't take long to cook. So these are vegetables that cook very fast. Look at how colorful this meal is. It has vegetables, it has your chicken, it has the chicken happens to be the protein. So this is actually a fully balanced diet meal. And then finally but not least, I'm going to be adding my oyster sauce. So depending on how you love your food tasting with oyster sauce, you can either add enough depending with how you love it. For me, I don't like it a lot, so I'm going just to be adding a little bit of oyster sauce to my meal. Oyster sauce. I'm going to be giving it a stir. Actually, now this is basically chicken stir fry. The reason I'm calling it chicken tortilla is because I'm going to be using this chicken stir fry. Then I'm going to be wrapping it with my tortilla Indian wraps. I've just added some oyster sauce. Guys, I'm telling you, this meal is tasty. Very, very, very tasty. Maybe I can add a little bit more, just a bit of oyster sauce. So guys, my chicken stir fry is ready. I'm just going to let it cook. So simply because I don't want my vegetables to mash, this is actually ready. The reason it is ready, it's because I had prior fried my, I started with frying my my boneless chicken. So this is actually ready. So I'm going to set this aside. Then I'm going to be kneading my chicken tortilla wraps. This really doesn't take long to prepare. So my chicken stir fry is ready. So I'm going to be setting it aside. Let me set it aside right here. Then I'm going to be placing a pan right here. This is the pan I'm going to be using to prepare my Indian tortilla wraps. So guys, so I'm actually going to be kneading. So let's get to knead my chicken tortilla wraps. So right here in my bowl, I have all-purpose flour. So I'm going to be adding. I'm going to be adding a bit of salt. So let me add a bit of salt. Now, depending on the number of people you want to serve your chicken tortilla, will determine the amount of Indian tortilla wraps you're going to make, and even it determines the and also the ingredients you're going to be using to prepare your chicken stir fry. So basically, for me, that is like 2 to 3 portions. So basically, if you have maybe 10 people, 20 people, that means you need to have extra vegetables or enough vegetables to serve the number of people you want to prepare the meal for. So for me right here, I have my all-purpose flour. I'm going to be adding this is salt. I've just added half a teaspoon of salt. Then I'm going to be adding 2 teaspoons of, this is dry instant yeast. So I'm going to be adding yeast. Maybe let me do 2.5. That is yeast. You can actually do 2.5 to 3 teaspoons of dry instant yeast. So what happens when you actually put dry ingredients together, you first of all mix the dry ingredients. So I'm going to be mixing my all-purpose flour, the salt, and the dry instant yeast. The reason I'm doing this is to ensure that they perfectly mix, and so that we cannot so that when you're kneading your dough, you don't have like one part has enough yeast, the other one doesn't have, or maybe a part is tasting the salt is tasty on one side and the other side is no salt. So ensure that you mix your dry ingredients together to form a balance when it comes to the taste. So I'm going to be mixing my dry ingredients. Then after mixing my dry ingredients, I'm going to be adding my natural yogurt. So guys, this is natural yogurt. Let me just get to unseal it. This is natural yogurt. So I'm going to be adding natural yogurt. Not a lot, just a bit of natural yogurt. That's actually enough. Then Then I'll start kneading. Guys, my hands are clean, so I'm going to be kneading using my lukewarm water. Let's get to knead my tortilla chicken, my tortilla Indian wraps. So I'm going to be kneading this. This is actually a very nice recipe. Just a bit more water. That is enough. So my extra all-purpose flour, just ensure that my dough is nice. Going to be kneading this. I'm using a little bit more of the all-purpose flour to get to remove the excess dough that is on my hands. I'm almost done with my chicken tortilla dough. I'm almost done. Guys, ensure you knead until the bowl you're using doesn't have so guys, my chicken tortilla, my tortilla Indian wraps are ready. So the next step, I'm going to be rolling them. Just put this way. I'm going to be dusting my service just a bit, and then as I roll my chicken tortilla, I'm going to be heating up my pan. Basically, I'm going to be maybe making 3 or 4, depending with the thickness that I want. this size is okay. Maybe I can make 4. Let me just make 4. I'm going to be adding a bit of cooking oil to my pan just to glaze it and to ensure my wraps don't burn but they cook nicely. So I'm going to be rolling my chicken tortilla wraps. Make sure you roll them into your desired thickness. That is one. So after rolling, let's get to prepare my chicken tortilla wraps. Just place it here. Just get a spoon. Just going to let it cook slowly until it is ready. Another thing, when you're making your Indian tortilla wraps, they don't take time to cook simply because this is not like a normal chapati. This is an Indian bread. So basically, once it starts having these golden brown patches, make sure it's ready and don't let it burn. So this is ready for me. That is ready. Then we're going to cook the other one. So as my second tortilla Indian wrap is cooking, I'm going to be warming up my chicken stir fry on the other side that I had prepared earlier. But now we can wrap. Let me get my chopping board so that now we can move to presentation. This is ready. Also, my chicken stir fry is warm. So the final step, what you do after actually cooking your tortilla wraps on both sides, so what you do, you get one chicken tortilla wrap, and then I just want you to see clearly what is happening here. So I've just placed it on a dry on my dry chopping board. So this is a chicken tortilla wrap. So I'm going to be getting my margarine, and then what you do, you actually apply some margarine in the chicken tortilla. The reason I'm applying margarine is to give it an amazing taste, and also to ensure that it is not too white. You need to be applying some margarine. If you have a pastry brush, you can use a pastry brush to just get to apply some margarine both sides. And actually, you apply your margarine when your chicken tortilla wrap is hot, so that it can get to absorb the margarine flavor. So just apply your margarine. So after applying your margarine, so what you do, going to be getting a bit of chicken stir fry. So after applying my margarine, so what you do, so that now the recipe can be complete, you actually take, this is your Indian tortilla wrap. You have actually applied margarine. What you do, you're going to be placing your chicken stir fry at the center. So you put your chicken stir fry at the center, like so. That is enough for this tortilla wrap. Then after placing my chicken stir fry, I'm going to wrap it. This is what you do. You wrap it nicely. Like that. And there you go. You have your chicken tortilla. So I'm going to be getting a knife for presentation purposes. I'm going to be getting a knife. So after wrapping, what you do, you actually give it a cut like so. So this is how it looks from the inside. This is the Indian tortilla wrap. Then you've actually wrapped it with chicken stir fry. So what I'm going to do for presentation purposes, I'm just going to be getting a clean plate like this one. Then this is how you get to serve your chicken tortilla. You place it one this way, and the other one you can place it that way. And then as a garnish, I'm going to be getting a bit of coriander. This is dried coriander powder. But if you have some finely chopped coriander, it's okay. So I'm going to just be sprinkling some coriander like so. So there you are. My chicken tortilla is ready. So guys, I hope you've learned something on how to prepare chicken tortilla. So guys, like this video, comment down below and share widely with your friends and family. And above all, subscribe to my YouTube channel and tap on the notification bell so that you can always get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, do follow me on Instagram at Jack_Nyaga and let's get social. Until next time, you can also follow me on other social media platforms like TikTok. You can follow me on my TikTok account, official Jack Nyaga. You can follow me on my Facebook account, Jack Nyaga on Facebook. And then you can also like my Facebook page, Chef Jack Nyaga. I'm going to be sharing my recipes on my Facebook page and also here on my YouTube channel. So guys, until next time, I've been your host, Chef Jack Nyaga. Bye guys.